C is for calculation. Also cookie. So on your calculation section, you won't have to use this section in every lab report we do. There are some labs we do in which there isn't a calculation that's important. I made up one in this lab in order to show you how to do it. So if you're going to have any calculation that's sort of a repetitive calculation, or even if it's not a repetitive calculation, what you need to do is you need to show one very clear example of how to do that calculation, and then simply have a table that lists the results of all the calculations. Let me show you more precisely what I mean. So in this particular lab, we were measuring the temperature of an ice-salt mixture, and we wanted to calculate the salt's concentration as a percent. So up in my data table here, I added a column and gave it a symbol and a unit here, and these numbers are the result of a calculation, and the calculation goes like this. Give me one very clear example, and then you can just show me the results of the calculations in the table. So it went like this. To calculate the concentration of salt, so I write it out, it equals the mass of the salt divided by the total of the salt and the ice added together, and because it's a percent, then we multiply that by 100. So type out the calculation. It might be useful to draw the calculation if it's a complex one with a big fraction or something like that, or to use a LaTeX editor in order to make that image. And then here's an example for trial 2. So I cited which row I got these numbers from. And this is the amount of salt, and the amount of salt plus the amount of ice times 100 made it 4.76% salt. Bam. Then all these other values here are the result of that same calculation in that row. I only need to show one example, but it needs to be beautifully clear.